How did you find out money changes people? It started with a phone call from my mom. She said she had an urgent idea to help me protect my wealth. I had just started dating a girl named Amber about 6 months after selling my business for $10 million. Mom was worried. The next morning, she showed up at my apartment with her tablet pulled up to an article about a soccer player, Hakimi. He kept his fortune after a divorce by having everything under his mother's name. She sent me more articles every day. Footballers who lost millions to their exes. Athletes whose mothers saved their fortunes. She had receipts. And honestly, it made sense. My dad left us with nothing when I was 12. My mom raised me alone, juggling 2 jobs. She kept saying, I protected you for 28 years. I'll protect your money too. The plan had to stay secret from Amber. My mom always said money changes people, even the kindest ones. Looking back, there were signs I ignored. Mom started asking all these detailed questions about the business sale, stock options, earnouts, tax impacts. She'd never cared about stuff like that before. When I mentioned I was thinking of proposing to Amber, her smile felt fake. She paused, then said, Amber's a lucky girl. Within a month, all my assets were legally under my mom's name. She sent me fancy investment reports every month showing how well the money was growing. They looked professional, but something about how excited she was made me feel uneasy. 6 months later, I proposed to Amber. My mom hugged me and whispered, good thing we have our arrangement. The way she said it gave me chills, but I brushed it off. The wedding was beautiful. My mom cried during the ceremony and gave a sweet speech about always protecting her little boy. 3 months later, I came home to divorce papers sitting on the kitchen counter. It all clicked. Mom had been right. Amber's lawyer came prepared. She knew exactly what wasn't in my name. She took the house. She took the cars. Everything else was out of reach, thanks to my arrangement. The divorce went through so fast I barely had time to process it. As soon as it was finalized, I called my mom. I need the money back now, I said. Oh, sweetheart, she replied. The lawyers say we should wait until things settle. Her voice, it didn't sound like her. It sounded robotic. Mom, I said, I have nothing left. She paused. Why are you being so pushy? Don't you trust your mother? I hung up. My stomach was in knots. An hour later, I got a text from her. It read, 60% secured. Can't believe he actually thought I was protecting him. Let's celebrate tomorrow. She sent it to me. By accident. It was meant for Amber. I couldn't even feel my hands. Just sat there, staring at the screen. Then I drove straight to her house. I was doing 90 down the freeway, my grip on the wheel shaking. Amber's BMW was parked in the driveway. I walked in, no knocking. They were at the kitchen table with champagne glasses. Celebrating. When they saw me, they froze. My mom's face went pale. Baby, I can explain what? I shouted. How you and my wife schemed for 2 years. How you stole everything from me. Amber just smirked and took another sip. No shame. No apology. My voice cracked. How could you do this? My mom stood, straightened her blouse like she was giving a business pitch, and said, it's just business, sweetie. She offered me 40%. You never would have given me that. I broke. I would have given you everything. You were my mother. She smiled. Were. Then she laughed. I'm still your mom. And moms do what they have to do to survive. Amber walked past me toward the door, gave me a fake kiss, and said, thanks for the $10 million, babe. After that, I spent 3 months sleeping in my car. I worked warehouse shifts during the day, then coded in coffee shops during breaks. By the end of the year, my new startup was valued at $2.5 million. My mom? She was busy posting online about how she taught me everything I knew about business. 6 months later, she met a guy named Robert. He ran a hedge fund and promised to double her money in 3 months. She handed him everything. He didn't flee to Mexico like I expected. He just ghosted her. His office? Empty. Turns out, the SEC had been investigating him for years. Just like that, everything she stole from me was stolen from her. Last week, she showed up at my house. I watched on the security camera as she walked up the driveway. She looked old, worn down. Her expensive clothes were wrinkled. The Mercedes was gone. She was driving a beat-up Toyota. She knocked. Then said, I'm still your mother. I protected you once. Family helps family. I asked her, when did you ever protect me? She said, I made mistakes. But being your mom has to count for something. I stared at her. This woman who used to tie my shoes and check under my bed for monsters. The same woman who stole from me. Who plotted with my wife behind my back. Who called betrayal business. I told her no. It doesn't count for anything. Then I gently closed the door and listened to her sob on the other side. She stayed there for an hour. But I didn't open it.